for mature audiences.
Hello to everyone and welcome to
The Cave!
Woo! All right, it's another episode of The Cave. I think it's episode XXX and
Spot on. That's
yeah,
exactly what it is.
Probably.
That's
And,
also the rating of this show as well, sadly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the cave. Thank you very much for listening again. So, this is Erwan Yusuf, so you can recognize our voices.
This is
if
Mark
you're just
Nelson.
listening in.
This is Stephen Koo.
This is Revilson Fernandez. Hello.
And today, so we have a really awesome and juicy topic. But before we get into that, I think
Stephen has a few words he wants to say.
does.
No, I'm just saying, like, we'd like to thank everybody who's been listening and watching over at www.extrarise.tv.
You know you want more.
We're slowly gaining more ground.
Yes.
And I personally learn a lot from the show. I listen to it after we do the show, and I still learn a lot of things. So
I think it's a
hopefully
lot of fat
everybody
people
else-
looking for recipes. But sorry to disappoint you guys. There's no extra rice on extrarise.tv.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone listening in.
Yeah.
We have geared this more towards the male audience, but we're getting so much response from the girls, and we really appreciate that as well. Thank you. Please tell your other girlfriends and your guy friends to listen in as well, and hopefully get a kick out of it and learn a tiny tidbit of information along the way.
Yes, yo.
All right, moving right along. Let's start things off. What is our topic for the day?
Our topic is the
Modern Pinay, or the modern Filipina woman.
Exactly, and understanding them and hopefully eventually
Yeah.
learning how to date them. But before we get into the topic itself, let's do a little bit of extra.
correct. What do you have for
Find
us?
out what's been happening in the news. Now, I've researched, I looked online basically, just like we research everything nowadays, and I found an interesting article that says that the higher a woman's IQ, the less likely it is that she will want to have children. Now, hear me out. There was a study done by the London School of Economics. That,
We have some people in the audience pointing to themselves right now.
Oh, really? I wonder, ladies. London School of Economics, they did a study, and they basically found out that if you increase if a woman's IQ is increased by 15 percentage points, then she is a quarter less likely to want to have kids.
Wow. Maybe they're just
Okay.
just because they're British.
Well, you know
Have
what?
you seen it?
No, it's pretty consistent from one of the extra extras we've had before. That women nowadays in the States, the study was done. The average marrying age is already 25 and above because of how women are progressing in terms
Yes.
of their professional lives.
Okay, but
right.
before we move on, word of the day today is blandish. So
Blandish.
blandish.
Is that the hair?
Huh? No, blandish.
No, it's like Erwan's food. How does
me
this taste?
blandish
Well,
here.
it's kind of blandish.
Blandish means
It's like Mark's
to,
jokes, actually.
Just
It
like
means
They're not
coax.
phenomenal. They're blandish. Sorry.
It means to coax or to coerce with flirtation. Okay?
One more time.
To coax or coerce with flirtation. By the use or the means of flirtation.
Oh, to beguile, to be blandishing, to be...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
You
got
want
it.
Still trying to figure out what it means.
Why
Yeah.
Wilson is so weird today, and it actually leads us into what I learned. He took two things that you're not supposed to take together, and he's going to tell us why.
Oh,
what
wow.
did
Do I
you
have to
learn?
reveal that?
What did you learn?
You can just use acronyms.
Really?
Okay, no.
No,
you're good.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they were completely legal.
Well, something I've learned today, hiccups are actually something that comes from evolution. When, they all say we come from whatever tadpoles or frogs or whatnot who wanted to go on land, so eventually had to grow lungs. So the hiccup is a remnant of that evolution. Pretty cool.
So we were fish
Something
before?
like that, yeah.
So tadpoles tend to hiccup a lot?
Okay.
All right.
So our topic today is
the modern Filipina or the modern Pinay.
and why is this interesting to our listeners?
Well, basically, with the advent of a lot of things, we were talking about it a while ago. There's Sex in the City, and there's
Cosmopolitan magazine.
yeah, women in the Philippines specifically are different as compared to how they were probably 10, 15 years ago.
Absolutely. I mean, I've noticed this in the years that I've been in the Philippines. When I first came here, you would notice that Filipinas did tend to subscribe to that stereotype of being, kind of conservative and
She was called the Maria.
Maria Clara.
Maria Clara.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Shy, demure.
demure, always letting,
So now you're saying
letting
she's
the guy
the Maria Ozawa.
Or yeah,
we can
she's
we
hot.
can hope.
Wait.
But yeah, they usually let the guy take the lead. They would take the back seat whilst like the
Being courted and,
Yeah,
and
all
all
of
the
that.
traditional
Right.
things. Yeah.
But now everything's flipped. They've really gotten a lot more in tune with what's going on in the rest of the world. They've been exposed to international TV, international magazines, social media, the whole shebang. And so now they want to
You're
be
talking
these
about them
strong-
like they were locked in a cave for 60 years.
Well, you know what? Sometimes in a
Feeding
way,
them. Yeah.
in a way, it was a little bit like that.
as archaic as they were treated. Yeah, within,
No, it's
yeah, within the last couple
you
years.
were like 5 then, so
I probably
you guys-
wasn't born, but
Yeah.
No. His idea of the modern woman was Britney Spears already. So
No, Natalie
Nah.
Imbruglia.
Natalie Imbruglia.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
pick.
okay.
Pretty hot.
Anyway,
All right, so-
but before we delve into it any further, I'd like to ask you guys, like, are you guys more attracted to the Maria Clara or to the modern woman? Because a lot of guys, I think, still nowadays are still scared of these modern women because because of the machismo in the Philippines. No?
Yeah.
They're scared of women who dominate them.
Well, the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Plain and simply, they're intimidated by them.
So, are you,
Yeah.
like Revilson, you in particular, do you like Maria Claras or do you like the modern?
I
Pinay?
would love a bit of both, a little bit of both. Still, holding on to the old former traditions, the stereotypes, and yet a bit of the modern woman as well. I mean,
Do you get intimidated by modern women?
Oh,
though?
absolutely,
Yeah?
absolutely. Which is great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the intimidation
There's,
factor.
there's a story here.
There's a
right?
story
We're
there.
gonna ask him
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
It keeps
yeah.
things interesting.
On my
Yeah.
side, I actually like the fiercely independent woman. I can't be with someone that doesn't match me in that sense. I hate to feel the need to constantly have to take care of someone or all those things. And what you pointed out is actually quite astute when you said that guys are scared of that. I think that shows a lot that most men today are scared of the independent women because they have certain insecurities. And especially in the Philippines, because most men here are mama's boys. So those insecurities play on, and then that's why they don't want. That's why they look for someone who emulates the mom, who stays at home, who takes care of the children.
Yeah,
wants to
I
start a
mean,
family.
a lot of Filipino guys are a little bit spoiled. I mean, the three of us, we were brought up overseas.
I was
for a
brought up
large part.
overseas.
Korea.
Yeah,
It's not overseas.
but for a large part, so we're more accustomed to the modern woman, whereas
Yeah.
I think a lot of the people that were born and raised, for instance, in the Philippines, we have a lot of friends that are like that, are looking for someone similar to their mom, the one, as you said, that would cuddle them. Now, how are they going to flip things and now understand this new modern Pinay? Because they have to step up, otherwise they're going to be left behind.
They being
The
males
no,
now.
males.
You know what?
Okay,
I think
traditional
I can
Filipino
speak for
man.
the traditional Filipino man because I grew up in a Chinese family.
Yep.
Before my parents were very traditional. They wanted me to end up with a girl who would take care of the kids.
Yeah, they just want you
at
to end up
home.
with a girl.
They must be so disappointed.
Anyway.
We love you, Steven.
But like the evolution of the way I thought of women came when I actually encountered them in real life scenarios where I actually saw that the equality and independence actually worked for me. However, there's a thin line between the modern woman and the Filipina bungangera traditional nagger, because sometimes it can be misconstrued as the modern woman because she's dominant, but actually she's not dominant for the right reasons.
So you're just complaining about women nagging on you.
Yeah.
wow.
Are you the only
It's
the only
alright.
son in your family?
Sorry?
Are you the only son
No,
in
no,
your
no.
family?
2 guys.
You're
you
the,
the eldest?
youngest.
I'm the eldest.
Ah,
You're
okay.
the eldest, really?
So you have no pressure to continue the progenitor. of
Oh, no,
your
no. I have a
family?
kid already, so it's okay.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'd like to throw out
Yes.
one.
It's official.
I don't know if we're going to get into the specifics, but one of the modern women things that we as men have to get used to, I'll just throw it out there already, is say, for instance, you get married to a modern woman now, a modern Filipina. The whole, like, I'm a traditionalist. Like, if I marry her, she's going to take my last name. But now you have to, everyone is
wants you to
hyphenated
take it.
now. So
Yeah.
it's like, Maria Gonzalez hyphen Fernandez. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Joey
who's Maria
King.
Gonzalez?
No, I just threw that name out in particular. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's one
that's
thing
actually
that
one
we-
very significant sign that Filipinas nowadays they want recognition for themselves more than just being.
Well, that's okay.
Absolutely.
I'm all
And-
about equality of the sexes, right? I mean, across the board. That doesn't mean that you can't still be a gentleman and open doors and everything, or pay for dinner. But a woman has just as much right.
Are there
to everything.
disadvantages though of dating
I
a modern
getting
woman?
back to it. We're talking about this because men are slightly confused on how to
Yeah.
approach the modern
Men are
woman.
slightly confused who the modern Filipina is, and men are slightly confused on how to approach or try to date.
It's a ghost.
modern
It's a
Filipina.
ghost. It's a ghost. Don't mind it. But basically, one of the most, I think, because they're tougher to approach in a club or to see in a bar and everything, or to try to get a date with them. So let's talk about some characteristics that define that. So the modern woman, for example, compared to other girls, won't be impressed easily by grand gestures or romantic gestures or things like that. So what is one thing guys can counter?
Well, first of all, I don't think the modern Pinay would be in a club. She'd probably.
No, no,
no.
Modern
She'll be in a club, of course.
Pinay is
Sorry.
definitely in a club. And
definitely in a
actually,
club.
I'll disagree with you on the grand romantic gestures. I think no matter how modern the Pinay is, I think they still enjoy the grand romantic gestures. I mean,
Of
you get
course.
any girl flowers or
Right.
a nice little surprise. I mean, I know you do.
Flowers,
I don't know. I
flowers
know.
isn't really
I
grand.
know.
but-
I don't know. I don't know about you guys.
I know you do grand gestures for your
It's
girlfriend.
like here's a rose.
but she's a modern Pinay
Bow.
and she appreciates it.
True.
I assume.
Wait,
Sure,
there's
sure,
an
sure.
extreme
I agree.
spectrum of this modern woman also. There's a feminist modern woman who hates, being treated like
The bra burners.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, you've met some of
almost militant
Yeah,
in a way,
very
where it's
militant,
like, ooh, I'm so
don't
sorry.
give
to
me
open the
roses.
door."
I'm
Yeah, I can open the door. I have my
can buy
two
my own
arms.
drinks.
You know, it's like, ooh,
How about the one that when you guys are dating, she's dating other guys?
Exactly, that's another example.
Well, you
of
know
that.
I've
what?
seen that more and more.
Yeah.
No, that's becoming very, very common, and
So
it's
it's okay
scary.
for guys to do it, but is it okay for girls to do it? Like
Well,
most guys will say no.
I think it's only okay for a girl to do it if the guy's doing it as well.
True.
I have a concept called the mirror concept,
Oh,
and
God,
I think
here.
this is gonna go into the book.
It's going to go in the book.
All right.
The mirror concept basically says, whatever I can do, you can do.
Yes.
So, and that's what makes a relationship works. It is because the mirror concept means you don't have to ask me what I can do. Because if you think you can do it, then I can do it.
That's not true. The mirror concept comes from the game, from Neil Strauss.
No, this
Basically,
different
when you're
concept.
flirting with a girl, you need to mirror her own actions
No,
while you're
it's
talking to her.
that's trying to pick her up. This is a mirror
This is a
concept. You're
different
trying to
mirror
make
concept.
a relationship
But
survive.
that actually makes
Yeah.
sense. So I'm impressed,
Thank
man.
you.
Well done.
Buy the book.
Find the book. It comes with crayons.
Anyway, I think we're gonna find out more about this topic if we actually have a modern Filipina with us.
True.
But where can we find one?
Oh my
God.
God! Who's silly enough to join this show?
I mean, who would be? I mean, where could we find someone modern enough to, like, for instance, hyphenate her married name?
Oh, I
or-
know.
Oh, yeah.
and not
Or
be able to say no.
or propose to her husband or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh wow!
yeah. Well, this is gonna be a pretty interesting interview. So. We'll be right back with a very special guest, and that's what I said. We'll be right back.
Experience the best beers in the world on tap in Chef Carlo Miguel's gastronomic feasts. Draft Gastropub with branches at the Fort Strip, Rockwell Mall, Greenbelt 2, and coming soon, Will Tower, Quezon City, and Molito Alabang.
The world is
Welcome back to
The Cave!
Wow, as you can hear, we've got one more caveman, or actually, she's a cave woman here
Yes.
beside us now. We're talking about powerful modern women, and there is no one more powerful and more modern as far as the Pinay goes than Miss Joey Mead.
Yes.
Former VJ, host, model mentor.
Asia's Next Top Model.
Yeah, Asia's Next Top Model mentor, and a wonderful, wonderful, powerful woman in her very own right.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Joey.
Welcome
Thank you
to
so
the
much.
show.
Joey. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
start it
I'm
off.
awesome here in the cave.
Yes.
I feel like this is how you guys say the cave. The cave.
The cave.
Do you
Beat your
have,
chest.
like,
There you go. That works.
Yes.
I'm gonna come out with so much testosterone at the end of the show.
You probably have more than I'll have.
Yeah,
That sounds like Robinson's Black Voice. Yeah. Well, we always
Yeah, that's
start.
exactly-
We always start the guesting with a spin the bottle. So it's
Do we really?
strip
Spin the
strip or
Johnny?
dare.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen.
No, it's
No,
not gonna happen
not today.
No.
We actually usually start.
He's so
I've
disappointed.
been started on the blushing mistress. Thank you.
Good job.
Oh,
Blush.
wow,
Good
wow.
job.
Mistress.
Blush mistress.
Yeah,
Got it
We had
right.
other names for it.
Russian
but-
whore.
Yes.
So we like to start off things just to get you in the same level as us, but you seem to be doing a good job at that. So we're gonna ask you a couple questions. I get to ask 3, and they get to ask 1 each. So my question is, if you were to lose your skill of speech tonight, what would be the last word that you would say?
Booyah!
Last word.
Go
Very
out
deep.
with
Very
it.
deep. Very deep.
If I gave you 1,000 pesos right now, what would you go out and buy?
1,000 pesos. There's so many things I could get.
It's one thing.
Well, no, 1,000 pesos, you can get a lot of things. Right now, well, since we're in the vicinity of Makati, I could go down and get jewelry, earrings, everything, $200. Be great for my blog.
For 1,000
I could get
pesos?
like me. I'm a budget.
Steven's like,
Yeah.
that's a shot of Patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually.
Yeah, but he overcharged.
That's my kind
He
of
overcharged.
I could find a lot of things for 1,000 pesos.
Nice.
I am a real budget.
Cool.
whore.
If you were to die and go to heaven, what would God say to you?
Oh, I'd hope he'd say welcome. I'd be like, hi, welcome, join the party.
That works.
Nice.
Rovi's busy. So Steven,
Yes, go.
Since we're talking about modern woman or modern Filipina, if you were to pick up a guy in a club, what would your pickup line be? That's a good question.
What have I
Where'd you steal
used?
that from?
I actually have a tactic. Well, I did. I'm married.
Uh-oh.
I had a tactic. I would, being me, I'm confident, I would actually pretend that I've met them before. And it works all the time. I'd be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you for such a long time. I forgot your name. Is it Jeff? Is it Mark? And then
You know what,
usually
Joey?
it works.
Joey, I think it only works.
I think a
because
lot of
it's-
I think anything would work on a guy.
If some,
The
if
guy's
some,
just like, my name's whatever you want it to
Hi,
be.
I'm good.
Yeah.
How have you been? That way it makes it more comfortable. I don't have to have anything like cheesy, like, yeah, what's up? What's going on?
It's a small ego boost for
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as well.
I want them to feel special.
Wow,
I'm picking
okay.
you up, so I know.
good job.
Okay, in a similar vein, I mean, we know that you're very happily married to a wonderful man, but if you were single, which man is on your bucket list? And why?
She got excited there.
Wow, giggly. She's a big
That
giggly over there.
giggly.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Even if I'm married, I can still look and appreciate.
Very true.
Yes.
And I share this with my husband. I tell him all of my guy crushes and everything. I am the biggest Asian guy lover. I love Asian guys so much.
Like
So-
Asian pop?
I'm sorry.
Korean?
Did you
Wow.
say?
Look at the arc in her back, and she is her giggle hits so many octaves. You are into this.
Oh, I love it. It was, a guy in Fast and Furious, I think, is it Kang? I know that they reverse sometimes their names.
The guy who's always
He
eating?
looks like your husband.
He does. He
Sounds like
does.
that's fucking Ian King. Oh my God. Oh, sorry.
And then
little
the
high pitch
guy
there.
Storm Shadow, his name is
Oh, the guy in red too, as well.
Lee Kwang Boong or Lee
Yeah.
Kwang Bang.
A Korean, a Korean.
The guy who was here recently, Lee Min Ho.
All the same person to me. Just
I
different
know.
haircuts.
I have many Asian guys that I would love to meet and get to know. Actually, the guy
Rick
I saw
Yoon.
earlier was really cute.
So basically, Chinito guys.
I'm
Chinito
so
guys.
glad we narrowed that down to one.
Sorry, Joey.
Love Asian.
Yeah, you like guys with small eyes, basically.
I just like Asian guys. I like Asian men, especially Asian men who can dance. Who
But
are-
she likes
Wow.
slim Asian men who can dance, Steven.
The high
We'll get in
cheekbones,
there.
Not
the
just the
nice
Korean.
skin.
We're getting
And
there.
especially those who do like the martial arts. I don't know. It just gets me going. Like I watched.
All right, then.
Oh,
Before we get so
Okay,
hot
I
and
guess
ready,
I asked the wrong question.
I need
Yes,
to go to
you
the
do.
gym
Yeah.
like right now.
I need to go to the restroom.
You need to
again.
wipe down that section of the sofa.
And the hair going around. I'm like, oh my god.
This has just become a very different podcast.
Yes.
Hey, what were we talking
Very
about?
awkward
Let's
at
go
that.
back to your topic, guys. Sorry.
wants to talk.
Next
Yeah.
question.
So anyway, we're talking about modern women, modern Filipina, and you were the chosen epitome of the modern Filipina. Mark mentioned a couple of reasons why. Maybe you can share some anecdotes why you think you're the modern Filipina, if you think you are.
Well,
You did good. You did good. You did
Breathe.
cool.
Well, I think maybe Mark might be biased because we have been friends for almost 20 years. So he actually has grown up we've grown up with
Yes.
each other. He knows what I'm more independent. I guess I started independently, like working at 15 here, and I was ambitious at a young age. Like, I mean, I wanted to model. I'd be taking the tricycle, the jeepney, and the bus to go to my castings and work because I wanted it. And I think that's why he thinks of me as a modern woman, because maybe there weren't so many women during that time that would go out and get what they wanted. So I think that's why he was just more biased.
Now, how about when it comes to guys? Like, how are you a modern woman when it comes to guys?
I think
There was one story about a blandishing candor with one of the
Yeah.
cast
What?
members.
What?
Blandishing candor.
Oh.
Yes.
You like that?
I do like that.
Flows.
Well done.
Yeah.
is it
Well
because,
done.
because of someone in this room?
Someone in
Yeah?
this room, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
Who's freaked
out?
Joey
Who's
and I have been
Asian
like
and
brother and
hot and he can
sister.
dance.
Have for the longest time. Let's see, Asian, hot, no, Dan, no.
Or
Wait, who does that leave?
It's getting hot in here. Fuck, really? Pay your air conditioning.
There's
bill.
some history here, no?
It's been because
Okay.
I go out and get what I want, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just
Nope.
depends on what your style is. You don't have to be all sleazy about it or cheapen yourself. But if I'm interested in someone, if I know that they're single, I don't take no man from women. Okay. And I'll go out and ask them out on a date.
Did you ever ask anybody in this room out on a date?
Yes, I have.
Who?
Well, Wilson.
Wow.
He's trembling right now.
Do you remember this, Revilson?
Yes, I do.
He's getting shinier by the minute.
Yes. Wow. I am slinking into this couch
I
even
remember
deeper
this
and deeper.
well.
Mark
Yes.
actually helped me because I had heard, we were in Boracay, and I'd been single for about 2 years,
man.
and I thought,
it's-
Wilson's also single. I heard he's coming on the island with all of his brothers. I thought, he's always been such a great guy, and he's single. I'd like to know what's happening with his life and know what's going on, and I'm going to ask him out. And he was there, and I was, great, like, how are you, blah, blah, blah. And then the next second would be like, I want to get to know Revilson,
Wow.
And Revilson was completely freaking out.
All right.
Totally intimidated.
So the next one, I finally get him out on a date. We go for lunch. But Revilson, apparently, I find out it was hard for you to have lunch with me, and you called in troops. You called in Vic to come join us for lunch, and we had
basically,
a lot of people join us for
two
lunch,
people,
which was
yeah.
lovely.
Chaperone.
Yes,
Basi-
chaperone.
yeah.
All right, so what's the effect?
More like a parachute, parachute safety net.
So what's the effect of a woman being so
A modern
straightforward?
woman, yeah.
What is the effect? Well, you're blabbering. You can't think straight. You're trying to.
'Cause you're not
trying
used to
say,
it.
Yeah, you're absolutely not used to it. I mean, Joey at the time and still is would be my peg for the term out of my league. Literally, she was out of my league. She still is, and I think she's an amazing woman. And I used to call her back in the day Joey Mead. Everything I would, for me, I would always think. Someone is out of your league when you refer to them as Joe, as
First
their full
name and last name.
first
Yeah,
name and
no,
last
it's
name.
true.
So I'd be like, oh my god, what's Joey?
Sorry, I
Mead
never
doing?
referred to her as just Joey. It's just always been Joey Mead.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah, you
It's
should
like an
say
icon.
What is
Joey
Joy Mead King now as a modern
Oh,
woman?
thank you.
But
Thank you.
Joey, my question is like, since the normal Filipino man isn't still used to modern Filipinas, asking them out, what would your advice be so that if they do encounter these like wild animals in the jungle, they know how to react and not run away?
You know what? Then it depends on the man. I mean, they're going to be more guys. You're going to meet slowly more women who will be, knowing what they want. And unfortunately, if the guys don't shape up or be on the same maybe mind level or career level, priority levels, you're going to lose out on a really awesome partner.
Well, yeah, actually, that with a follow-up question, what is it that the modern woman or the modern Pinay looks for in a man? I mean, what sort of personality traits? I mean, do they want the guy to still be strong but understanding?
It's a mixture of many. We are still women, and we're really fickle. We've still got the same dynamics of everyone. We were fickle, and we're emotional. That will still always be with us women. Sorry about that, guys. But as the modern woman, it's lessened. The tampohan is fast. You won't get that much because it's a waste of time. The modern woman understands that men don't read our minds. So we just get to it. We just get over the problem. Okay, we're with you to make the solution.
Okay, so that's that mental note. That's the
Thank
plus thing with modern women.
That's an
You
absolute-
get
We're not gonna
less.
change
you
you.
get less you get less of the emo tampuhan thing.
Yeah, because
okay.
you can
That
leave
works.
that with the young 20-somethings. Let them learn what they need to learn. But with the modern woman already, she's just got everything in her court. What she wants is someone to share the court with her, but have your own life.
Do you feel when a woman is so assertive in her ways, do you feel that the man tends to take a step back and start, instead of being the alpha, becomes the beta?
I don't know. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I would want, if
Someone that
it's
can
alpha.
butt heads with you, basically.
Yeah, because that's sexy.
Wait for the guys. For the guys, I have a question.
But what?
I said heads
All
and
right.
butt.
Okay.
No, I don't
Lunar
want
landing.
anyone.
Depends how you want to.
Is that the lunar landing again?
I think in relationships it
talking about
depends.
Moon landing.
You have
Moon landing.
you either you'll have the light shines on both of you. They usually say there should be only one star in the relationship. I say the both of you should be stars, but in your own element. And I think you should be in your element, but you share it. And then you just give each other your space. Like, I let you shine, I support you the whole way, and you give it to me as well. So don't
like
cut
it
me,
how
and
she
I won't cut
gives
you.
the space. Wait, Joey, I have a question.
Host mode.
How has
It's a radio show. You can turn it
I'd
off.
like to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors today are
how has the modern woman evolved from before? You mentioned fashion, you mentioned social media.
Oh my God, social media has brought her out. Before the Pinay was, she's introverted, shy, and demure, but now, especially online, she can be any woman she wants to be. True. She can be
Even
playful.
guys can be women, by the way.
And personally, when I like following absolutely brilliant and smart women. When I see, that's why I'm a big fan of Twitter more so than Instagram, because with Twitter it's a lot more cerebral, and I love a girl who can crack a good joke or say a witty quote, or for me, I like that better.
It's like I'm online dating, but it's a chance for you to profile. It's a chance for imaging. That's why dating is faster. She can check you out faster. It's got its pros and cons, but I think, with the Cosmo woman you were saying, like, I remember back in the day, 15 years ago, the beach, you would see girls wearing long T-shirts
One
and
piece.
shorts.
Duster.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then as time went on, with the influence of Western media, and then whatever women are wanting more things, the two-piece came alive. I mean, I wore the two-piece to the first girl in Cosmo, back in 2000. Oh my God! But
That's right.
now you see on the beach
You used
that
to have that on
women
your wall,
are,
didn't you?
They're now rocking Hollywood hair.
Yeah.
Wearing two pieces.
13.
They're now wearing suntan lotion.
Joey-
They're
Even
proud of
e-
their skin color now.
Yeah. Even
Joey,
in the
help
clubs,
us.
even in the clubs,
Yeah.
I noticed through the years, women have started dressing up more, trying to represent how they think their lifestyle
Yeah.
with the way they dress.
Well, how do they dress? I mean, you're a club owner. I mean,
Well,
give us a quick sample of how dress codes have changed throughout the years.
Like right now, you have a gamut of different fashion sense of women. You have the urban street kids who dress up like urban
Yeah.
street kids. You have the high fashion girls.
Yep.
You have the office, very professional looking
Yep.
ones. Whereas before, when you look at the women in the club, you'd see just one kind
They'd
of
all
fashion,
Yeah.
dress the same.
and it's very blandish.
Yeah.
But has it gone to an extreme in a sense that I talked to a lot of, I don't know what you're
Nice
saying.
try,
No,
but
good
that
try.
was so
It did
wrong.
not work. It's all very blandish.
Bland.
2 points for that begging look, though.
A lot of the girls I talk to nowadays say that they complain about how slutty Filipina girls have become.
Yes.
But they still don't own up to it. So
The-
where's the difference between a fiercely independent woman and a slut?
Wait, slutty is insofar as the way they dress or the way
Everything.
they act?
Everything.
The way they approach things.
Okay.
No,
sorry.
that's true. I too have seen this, and it's also been talked about with my group of girlfriends. My group of girlfriends, we are all settled in our ways, and but when we do see these girls, I call it suman dressing,
Okay, go. Define that.
Or longanisas.
longanises. Well, unfortunately, I think they think they're modern in their way of attire, but it's a cheap shortcut. Because they're trying to be overtly sexy when we all know that sexy isn't really showing all your goods. But maybe because they're entering the club life that, you don't really hear what you're saying, or you're judged right away on your look. So they're showing all the wares.
Have you heard of the expression of tempuras?
tempuras?
Like keep-ons are girls with nice bodies and ugly faces.
Yes.
A tempura is just that with makeup on.
That's terrible.
So you guys know.
It's all about the batter, basically.
It's all about the batter, my friend.
Again, log on to the Fat Kid Inside for more wonderful
You will learn
food and
all
sex
about
anecdotes.
fashion
No, wait,
insights.
How to dress up your tempura.
Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna challenge that thought
Okay.
of the modern woman concept, because we mentioned a while ago that modern woman is not necessarily just the woman who's intelligent, who's independent. It can also be the slutty woman who wants to get his guy and tries to sleep around with as many guys as he wants. That can be a definition of a modern woman. It's just not the positive definition of what it is, right?
I will co-sign that.
Okay.
I do agree. I mean, hey, she's allowed to have as much sex as she wants if she enjoys it. I mean,
And as long as no one's getting hurt. In the same way
Exactly.
that, for so many years and generations, here in the Philippines, it's been sadly okay for the men to go out and fool around, and they're called studs, but then the women are termed as sluts if they
Exactly,
go out and
yeah.
like sleep with 2 guys in 1 year.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Do you agree, Joey?
It's hard because, well, I guess maybe I consider, well, instead of we're overusing the word modern, maybe a well-rounded woman is what I'm thinking
Correct.
of. And when I think of of girls who want to experience many partners like that, then, well, I guess that's what they consider as for them. I'm trying to think of the word. Not a pat on the back or an assessment or
Self-assertive.
Yeah, something. It's giving them something.
Validating them.
Validating, and I don't think that's well-rounded.
I think the modern woman basically just has the right to do that if she so wishes. I mean, everyone's individual, and they have different ways of wanting to express themselves or different desires. Now, if someone desires to do that, in like 20 years ago, a woman might desire to do that, but there's no way she could because society would look down on her so badly. Nowadays, maybe she's strong enough and independent enough that she doesn't need to rely necessarily on the boyfriend or the father or the brother to tell her what she can or can't do.
So basically, it's just the woman matching the man, and the guys with insecurities are the ones that have problems with it.
yes.
Correct. Yeah.
In a nutshell. So we're going to go on a break, and then when we come back, we're going to do a top 10.
Wonder what it's going to be.
I don't know. They're all trying to prepare, but they
I
have
know.
no idea what they're doing. So we're going to come back right back.
All right. Shall return.
What's the topic again?
And we're back. We're still talking about the modern Filipina and how scary she is. I mean,
Oh my goodness!
We're
That
basically
says a
getting
lot about you,
schooled.
sir.
no. All I'm saying is,
Walk out. Walk out. Just gonna punch you in the face.
scary she
He's getting spanked right now.
You know he likes that sort of. You know he likes that sort of thing.
I like it actually.
Stop going for
No, no.
low-bearing fruit. Get
No.
the fruit at the top, bro. They're tastier.
What I was saying was,
He grabs the rotten ones on the ground.
the modern Filipina is amazing and all. Like we've heard why she's independent.
Absolutely,
She can
yes.
pay for her own food, everything. That's
She can
fine.
pay for her own drinks.
We love that, right? But
I will
then-
buy you drinks.
No, but
I will buy the bottle.
Wait,
Buy the
wait,
bottle.
we actually didn't go into
But
this.
wait,
What's-
the reality is the traditional Filipino guy or the traditional Philippine guy is still scared of them because they don't know how to deal with them.
Let me go on a
that's,
limb.
That's where we are at right now. That's all I'm saying.
How old is the modern Filipina?
How old is the modern Filipina,
Average.
Joey?
To call a girl modern. That's probably why you're
You
scared
know
of her,
what?
'cause She's,
She's
Actually,
probably,
starting
that's
really
she's
young.
probably over 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're scared.
what did you say? The age of enlightenment of a woman is 26 to
26.
30.
I think it starts at 26.
I tell you, it's 25. Because she's played around, she's had her fun, she's danced her tunes and met
Yeah.
everyone. At 25, she gets struck by like, oh, hang on.
Because locally in the Philippines, when they start being financially independent, living alone,
Yep.
Yeah.
everything, that's over 25, 26. Yeah.
You guys talk to 25-year-olds?
Yep.
Sorry.
That's my age. So
Oh,
Yes.
I kind of do.
Oh, well, you do have a full beard, so okay.
Trying, dude. I'm
So
trying.
the women you talk to. Okay, anyway, so
So anyway,
Yes.
yeah. So Stephen, you think that the modern woman is intimidating?
not to
because
me.
she can buy her own drinks?
Not to me, but I think for a lot of guys I talk to, they're still intimidated by them because I think media plays a big role. I think through the years, media has really projected the male as the dominant gender. So men are scared of change. Like I was just talking to you about how all these action movies are led by men, and just recently we've had the Lara Crofts, we've had the other female
Michelle
characters.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. So men are starting to see them, but they don't know how to approach them.
Well, I think it's stereotype, like you said, Michelle Rodriguez driving the car fast, and
She's a lesbian, though.
She's badass, and but I was just saying, here in the Philippines, our own women are treated like goddesses because we or the endorsers in the country are in your face where you're driving. Every billboard is a woman.
Is that because the bigger percentage of the consumers locally are female?
Yeah.
So is that more
it's
relatable?
yeah. So you're going to be dealing with more women who want more and will be prioritizing more things in beauty and necessities in life and what they think they should be living.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why that is becoming more apparent is because women now, because they're being more independent and they're going out and getting jobs, they have more disposable income. So they don't necessarily have to rely on a handout from their partner or from their parents to go and buy those nice shoes or those clothes or get a facial or.
And also, I don't think the man should really be intimidated because it's not. They're not looking for marriage. They're just looking for compatibility and intelligent, companionship, and someone that equals their current lifestyle.
Well, doesn't that mean that the modern man has to step up and become that? Because
we're not looking for someone to become to become your daddy. We're looking. It's just someone to. Just to hang out with and not necessarily have to go out to the club all night. And it's like, I'm going to treat you for dinner because you deserve it. You got that raise, and I hope you do the same for me.
Okay. All right. In line with that, Joey. In line with that.
Do you have a sister?
The modern man has become a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're both becoming females right now.
Yeah. No, in line with that.
Tell us more, Joey. Tell us more.
No, but it's true.
Buy me a drink while you're
I
at it.
take my husband out for my husband takes care of a lot of things at home, but I work as well, and I enjoy taking him out for holidays and treating him because it's well deserved.
But they're married, so that's
true.
Yeah.
We're married,
Yeah.
but even before we were married,
So
that's what I thought was normal, and that's what I wanted.
All right, I'll give you an instance. I'm so sorry, Stephen. I'll give you a quick instance. When I was here in a club back in the day, a girl did approach me, and I loved the way she simply went, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. Can I buy you a drink?"
Yeah.
I was just absolutely blown away by that gesture. And
it was a dude.
She was 6 foot tall, had an Adam's apple.
It had a penis. I swear to God, it had a penis.
Yeah.
Hey, the full beard, I was into that at the time.
In line
gives you
with
something to
that,
hold on to.
in
Was
line
a
with
circus
that,
in town or
is it
something,
a possibility that the modern woman is propagating because the more girly man is also propagating? I mean, that's a possible theory.
You mean
like-
Metro?
the modern
Metro
woman is
Central.
not
Metro
go for
Central.
That was
women
so
are-
1999, guys.
No,
That's
I'm just saying-
circa 99. The
I'm just saying-
metrosexual.
Yeah, exactly. So because maybe men are becoming more metrosexual, women are becoming
no,
more.
Steve,
No?
men are just becoming more open-minded.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything. There's no such thing as a metrosexual.
Yeah, it's gone. They're just open-minded.
Look at those legs. Not mine. Mine's okay.
All right.
All right. So now we're doing the top 10.
We talk about home
Okay.
decor all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We're like
Joey.
home decor
yes,
whores.
this is my sister
We've been to
girl,
this
yes.
place. Trust me.
Yeah, we know.
It's a little confusing. You walk in, you're like, Justin Bieber's playing. And everything's so perfect.
It was on shuffle, okay? I swear that my mom downloads stuff on my.
So
Yeah,
our
anyway.
top 10.
Right.
Today we're talking about the top 10 signs she's out of your league.
Ooh.
My number one.
or top 10 signs you got to step up your game.
Okay, number one, and I think this is a sure sign. If you're in the dating stage, she drives a better car than you. For a guy, that's a big ego.
Yeah.
Or she picks you up because you don't have a car.
That's worse.
Dude.
I'm sorry, Revilson, does this remind you of anything?
Yeah. Wait, Joey, did you have a car at the time?
No.
No?
No,
Okay,
but you were
but
so
we-
worried because you didn't have a car. You're like,
You didn't have a car.
Oh, Yeah.
have a car.
I know. First
You
of
would
all,
borrow from
Mark
FX
hooked me
or
up
something.
with a car.
Yes.
Thank you. You let me
You're
borrow
welcome.
a car, so I appreciate that.
Was it a Kia? No.
Yeah, it was the CRV at the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I co-sign that. Absolutely. I mean,
You have to come up with your own.
I agree to that. I agree to that.
Yeah.
I totally
Oh,
agree to that.
But you still have to come up with your
Okay,
own.
number 2, go.
All right, number 2.
Give him
I
time,
think
give him
number
time.
2
Yeah, give me
is
time.
when you find your girlfriend proposing marriage to you. Sorry, Joey, I had to take that from you. So if a girl proposes marriage to you, she's probably like,
I actually find that sexy.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
No,
And
I
that
didn't say
doesn't
it
mean
wasn't
that
sexy.
she's out of your league.
no, for other guys. Not for the guy she married.
Why? Because she's off the market?
No, she's
You're going to have to come up with a better one than that.
All right.
All right.
All right, mine's,
think-
okay, go.
I
Such
think,
a bully,
uh,
Mark.
What?
You bully me all the
Come
time.
on. Be a
You
little
gotta
more
do that.
original.
Oh, okay, Mark.
I think if she orders food in the language of the restaurant,
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, she's out of your league. I mean, unless you understand and can order the same way.
What, are you dating Bradley Cooper from
Yeah,
that movie?
Yeah. Limitless?
Limitless? Jeez.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
And ladies, if you get on a date with Erwan, don't go to a French restaurant. That's cheap.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you that. Joey?
I'm sorry, guys. I can't think of anything because I think it shouldn't matter. It depends on who you are or you know, what,
Just describe
what type of person
situations
you are. You
you've
can
been
go out
at.
with anybody. I mean, it just
Just
depends.
basically describe your life. That's gonna be top
And
10.
every schmuck that you dated and had the okay.
Because it doesn't matter if you have like if you own 50 mansions or something, you can still go out with a really modern woman. That's
True.
even better to go out with someone if you've got nothing and you've got this really awesome partner. How much more awesome is that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
You
Should
still-
And then
you
if
still have
someone
to think
speaks a
of-
different
Oh, okay,
language in a restaurant, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to learn so much from you. Or if
Yeah.
someone proposes marriage, I'd be
agree.
like, oh, you take the reins. Thank goodness he gives me a break. Drives a better car. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to look so cool being dropped off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
got a hot chauffeur.
I attain to be like this, or I'd like to live an equal life with you. I don't know. I guess I think differently.
Yeah. Well, you just want to be with a person that makes you a better person. Plain and
You
simple.
want to be with someone
Plain
who
and simple.
enhances an even better you.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you want to change top 10?
After
Yeah. So can we change the whole
my second one,
Yes.
because I'm giving Revilson time to
Oh, no, I got one. I
to
got
grow
one.
his penis back after
Okay.
that vagina talk. So my second one would be when her assistant schedules a date with you. She calls you.
Yeah, that's a
says
good
she's
one.
free
That's a
here,
good
and then
one.
she sends you a Google Calendar invite.
Correct. That's a good one.
And your assistant is like more your type too. You're like, oh my god, screw dating her. I'd
Yeah.
rather date the assistant. She's more my type. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. When you're out with said girl, and everybody says hello and makes beso to her first and more than you, and she knows
Yeah.
more people out in public
See?
than you.
Thank you. That
That's
happens to be
shit.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
What fucking
we didn't
dress
wanna
are
say.
you wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got one.
I go on too.
Okay.
Gotcha, Steve.
Well,
Did that hurt too much?
I think you're
Yeah,
dating
yeah.
a modern woman, or she's probably out of your league if you're actually living with her in her house because you don't have your own place to stay in, and you depend
Yes.
on her for your sustenance.
That's a bum.
100%. Even Joey's
Yeah.
agreeing right now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because a modern woman would not want that. She'd want you to have your
What
own.
if
Oh,
he's a
you know
bohemian
what?
artist
Joey, you'll be surprised.
expressing himself
Oh, there's a
through-
limited time for bohemian artists.
Joey, sorry.
I admire you, but no.
Yeah, but you'll be surprised, Joey. A lot of modern women are actually into that. I've seen some of
Taking
them.
care of.
Well,
Well,
they
that's,
like taking care-
that's the
No,
next.
they- no, they
that's
like
the next
taking
time.
care of
That's
their-
cougar level, isn't it?
Yeah, that's coded.
They like taking care of their men.
Puma-ish.
Have you been a kept man?
No.
Oh, there, Stephen. That's all right.
Could be fun though, right?
Yeah. All right. I think that it's a sign that she's out of your league if she endorses every product known to mankind and has more Twitter followers than the
God
Pope.
damn.
What do you?
Why
Were
are
you
you
thinking
pointing
another
at-
one?
Wow.
Not that they're pointing at Irwan, but
No.
I don't know. Being
I'm
here in
always getting
Irwan's
picked on.
pad, I think he's got everything fine for me.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
This is a rental, just letting you know. He doesn't even live here.
It's a set.
It's
set,
yeah,
it's a set.
It's
Yeah.
fake books right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All fake books.
Anne owns this.
Fake wisdom.
Thank you, Anne, for letting us borrow
She
your
paid-
apartment.
thank you for-
I'd like to thank our sponsor today. From
All right, and is that number 10?
Close enough.
Yeah, I think
you
that's
guys
10.
forgot.
That works. So we talked about basically the modern woman, how she's evolved and how she'll keep evolving and becoming man's equal. And I've always thought as women's as equals, but some guys think otherwise. So, what Joey has
so all
taught
you
us
men
is
out there, the modern woman has evolved. I think it's time for the man to evolve as well,
Yeah.
to catch up and appreciate the modern woman for who she is and give her what she wants.
And how to
because otherwise,
spot-
you're going to be left out in the cold.
How to
guys.
spot her? How to spot her? Make sure she's not living with her parents. She has a career of her own. She just basically knows what she wants.
And if you want her, make sure you have a career of your own and you're not living with your parents as well.
Yeah, so
That
step
works.
up your game, guys. Plain and simple. I mean, it's only going to make you a better person. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
nice.
very much. And just before we leave, we've got a question that we'd like to answer that Revilson has.
Yes, we do. First of all, thank you to all our listeners and viewers for writing in your questions. We love you.
So
I got
dude-
one from
Singapore, right?
Singapore. Yeah, awesome.
Nice. Right on.
Awesome. Here we go.
his name's Clark, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Oh, wait, hold on.
I think I remember the question.
All right. The question is?
Clark was. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Let me just read because it's a really nicely composed letter. Greetings from Pinoys in Singapore. Great episodes, by the way. Funny as hell. We love you. I know none of you are at this stage yet, but what are your opinions on married men, hyphen, probably your age, not hyphen, quotation,
Yeah.
unintentionally having feelings for a much younger lady? How do you handle the situation?
I can't relate, but you guys might be able to.
Well, he's talking about your age.
You know what?
Unintentionally?
What are your opinions?
I think
Well, it's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
as Joey said, even if you're married, you're allowed to treat it like a museum. You're allowed to look, but you can't touch the merchandise,
produce,
the
yeah.
goods.
But if you're talking about the age difference, like an older guy who wants to date a younger girl, I think it's modern times. So if there's a modern woman, there's a modern man.
You're just
And if the
justifying
modern,
yourself.
Yeah, I am. But if the modern
Right.
man is
This is
attracted,
his venue.
if the modern man is more attracted to like somebody who has still more energy for adventure, is still into a lot of things that he's still interested in, I think age is just a number.
Yes, I know. But although that's not exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about married men. And
Not
and
just
young women.
age.
No, not
you said
just age.
marriage and age.
Married men who are still married.
Okay, if you're
and who
married, don't
find
go for younger
themselves-
girls.
There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah,
Don't go for
that's
younger
it.
girls. Don't go for older girls.
Done.
Don't
Yeah.
go
Just
for goats.
stick
Don't go for anything. You can
sign-
appreciate them from a distance, but leave it at that.
And for-
And if you want to go for them,
Yeah.
then you should come to terms with it and have a long talk with your wife and maybe split ways before you entertain the reality of going after
And
it.
for the guys who aren't married yet,
You shouldn't be married.
for the guys who aren't married yet, like make sure it's out of your system before you get married.
Well, that's what the internet's for, and a bottle of lotion. And this is Mark Nelson's voice, by the way.
Again? Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, ladies and
Lanolin.
gentlemen, thank you again for watching the
Woo! Thank you so much, Joey Mead. Joey Mead,
I don't
you
know
have a
what that
fantastic blog and Twitter that people would love to follow. Can you please tell us what it is?
If you'd like to know more about the modern woman and her rants and raves, well, my Twitter is Joey Mead King, and I have a blog which is called rockandboho.com. It's my rock star bohemian life, and Instagram's Joey Mead King. I show all my animals and my advocacies for Paws Animal Shelter, and my other advocacy for chosen children.
TV shows?
Love,
Awesome.
peace, and the
Any
modern
TV shows?
woman way.
And look out for season 2 of Asia's Next Top Model. All right, Miss Model Mentor.
All right,
right,
follow
Thanks, guys.
the Cave at Cave Podcast on Twitter.
That's right. You can also make sure you go to extrarice.tv to download all the episodes, to get all your information from there. Personal Twitter handles. Mine has changed. It is no longer Quick Off the Mark. It is now officially, starting this episode, Mark Nelson _
Good
at Mark Nelson.
job.
Yes.
Okay, now before we wrap it up, we have this thing that we do at every show. You have to choose a loser and a winner amongst us four,
Oh.
depending on any criteria you want to use.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
I know.
It
a lot of
is,
people say
but we
it's
love
terrible.
it. It's
But
the
we
best
love
part
it.
of the show.
So basically, you're allocating 10 points to someone and
We
minus
won't
10
tell you
points
what
to
the
someone.
scores
We
are
won't
so
tell you what
far.
the score, but the loser at the end of how many
Can I do it
episodes-
from the modern woman's point of view?
Absolutely.
From however you want to.
Any way you
it can
want.
be for partnership.
Who's better looking,
Whatever.
Friendship.
stupid things.
Okay. So, Erwan, you get 10.
Again?
Finally, I'm back in
Because-
a winning streak.
Because he has the pop-up Prince book.
There you go.
Oh,
See?
the-
And then
That's
now
mine.
be-
I'll let you borrow that.
No, because of course, Cayman, we have some guests here on the cave with us, and right away, without even asking, you served us drinks. You made us feel very welcome. So,
Thank
from
you.
a woman's point of view, without even asking, you thought of our welfare and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mark Nelson gets 10 because he's my best friend.
So there's two winners?
Damn it! You have to give plus 10
No.
to someone and minus 10 to someone.
Oh no,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
That's okay. It's
you're
all right.
Plus 10 in my heart.
I know.
Okay.
It's okay, sis.
You know what's gonna happen,
So-
Steve. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
She said
you
know what's
were,
gonna happen,
yeah.
Steven.
You know you're gonna get the minus. Yeah.
Because I was speaking out for the Filipino guy who was conservative.
No.
No.
So
yeah.
Steven gets
Yeah.
minus 10, so that brings up the points to I'm back to 30.
I'm at 20.
Bro Wilson has 20.
I'm at 0.
Mark has 0,
Oh,
and Steven has
bro.
minus
Minus-
40.
Sorry.
So
I was
thank you
trying
for
to
watching
think
the
like a
cave.
You know, you should give it
and
minus 10. He was scared of you, remember?
We'll see you next week.
But
Bye.
he's my police person. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.